Loosely, David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll send the tight end in motion. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Oh, they're after him. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
14, Hawaii, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Davis will throw. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pulls it in. It's Barfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Toss sweep to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great. Play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeps it on the draw. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The offense changing the play. Davis looking to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis will throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
And the returner goes down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Jenkins. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play.